The American government will spend your tax dollars on war, on imperialism, on Israel, but it won't spend it on you. It won't give you health care. And in fact, the American government has done a very good job at making you think that, state run health care, free college, those things being a part of, our tax dollars' usefulness is a bad thing. It's the worst thing ever. It's communist. Um, I would say it's worse when we send $21 billion to Israel over the course of the last 3 years. Why is a foreign country getting $21 billion? 21 billion. That's insane. And we need to equate that to like stuff that could have been done around here, right? That could be a school. I think that could be more than one school for sure. That could be roads being fixed. That could be college debt being paid off. That could be healthcare bills being forgiven. But instead, our government sees it as a better use of our money, me and you. Where do they get all these taxes from? Us. To go kill children in the Middle East. That 21 billion sent to Israel was used to kill hundreds of thousands of Palestinians. And we have spent 770 million within the first day of this war with Iran. That's our money and is going to kill children. The worst people are in charge right now. And I'm not going to be complete doom and gloom. There is hope, and the hope is we change things. The hope is we see how bad it is and how corrupt and evil this regime is. And when I say regime, I'm not just talking about the people in power now. I'm talking about America. Since Reagan, God, since before, we've been imperialistic as hell. But we have been on some bad shit lately. Maybe we had a chance for things to go right when we could have elected Al Gore, but guess what? That didn't happen. We got Bush, and we went to the Middle East. Okay? Obama had us in the Middle East. Everyone has had us in the Middle East. Our government, regardless of party, is willing to send our money to the foreign government of Israel and just to kill people. Okay? That money could be used on me and you. It could be used for veteran benefits, right? We could give it to soldiers. We could give it to government workers. We could give it to the American people. Better highways, more trains, bullet trains, electricity infrastructure, our power infrastructure, right? Nuclear plants, solar plants. But instead, millions and millions and billions, if not trillions of dollars get spent on war. I'm anti-war. I think all of us are anti-war. Do we all really want to go to war? Do you want to get drafted? Do we want things to get so bad that we have to fight each other? No. I don't think anyone truly wants that. But the people in power are so evil. And me and yours tax dollars are just in a river of metaphorical, low key, not even metaphorical. They are in a river of blood. Every cent me and you have paid, a part of it has gone to literally murder kids, women, children, men, innocent people. What? Because they look different than us? Because Israel doesn't like them? Because they believe in a different God? Guess what? All these religions, especially Judeo-Christian beliefs, Christian beliefs, Islamic beliefs, all of them come from the same region. Can we all stop killing each other? Come on. We can be better. And you should be more angry by the fact that your money goes to kill kids in the Middle East. And then not just your money, your kids. Your son who's a Marine, your daughter who's a Marine, who's in the army, they get sent to go fight wars, mostly for the government of Israel, not even for America. America's not going out here and be like, oh, we actually want to actually help liberate Iran and make them have democracy and make them have more human rights. No, that's not the case. We're there to destabilize them because Israel wants us to. We were there before back in the 50s and 60s and 70s trying to take their oil, and we destabilized them then. And then people, see these news clips of the Iranian government saying, we hate America, we hate Israel. I wonder why. I don't know. Maybe it's because we've been messing with their government for the last 50, 60, 70 years. Maybe it's because we keep toppling their government and putting in dictators. Reza Shah. Like, they had other people before then who wanted to, I guess, nationalize their oil. Guess who wasn't happy about that? Britain and America. They're like, nah, you do not get to nationalize your oil. Everyone else needs it. And guess what? Mossadegh, a elected leader of Iran, gets displaced, and Reza Shah, a monarch, is put in, a dictator. And while he was more Western in his ideologies and he had more human rights than the current people do, he was a dictator. He had a secret police that did horrible things, the Savak. Not a great guy. And guess what? His stuff happens and foments a rebellion, and that rebellion is led by fundamentalists. And now we have dealt with, in Iran, in the IRGC, with fundamentalists being in charge, right? People who are super strict religiously. That's our doing. And then we go in and saying, they hate America, they hate America. Yeah, I would hate America too. And I'm not even mentioning what we've done here in our own country, right? The stuff we've done to Native Americans, the stuff we've done to people of color, the stuff we've done to Japanese people who were here during World War II. America, we're not good. In my opinion, we are the empire. We are the fire nation. We are not good. I get to benefit from living in the imperial core, right? And the Americans aren't, the American government. I don't want any of these things to happen. But America is very insulated from its actions because we're just so damn far away from everyone and our massive military. But we should be angry. War is bad. War sucks. War will send your sons and daughters to die, not Trump's, not Netanyahu's, your sons and daughters. People like me and you have to go to war, not the rich who start the wars. And so I simply ask this. The working class must rise against the bourgeois. It must rise against those in power and make a more democratic society, one in which we make the decisions, in which actual democracy happens, one in which where there is more equality, in which there is powers on those who want to start wars, in which the country gets to decide on whether or not war is a good idea. I am tired of my taxes going to kill people in the Middle East and in other countries. I am tired of my taxes going to Israel. I'm tired of my taxes going to ICE. We have to be better. And I have a hope we can change that future. We have to cling to the hope and then idea and the dream of a new future, and we have to organize for it. We have to start talking about it. We have to start planning for it. Because there is a better future. America came out of Britain, and Britain was repressing, people, and Americans started their own colonies and rebelled, and it was successful. Is America perfect? No. But every time change happens. The Tsar in Russia were oppressing their people. The USSR comes into being. Is the USSR perfect? No, but does it raise a bunch of people out of poverty? Yes. Change is coming, and it has to come. We were in feudalism, then we got capitalism. Now it is time for the next step, which Lenin, Marx, and all of them would argue is communism and socialism, or vice versa. There is a better future, and it will happen. And me and you and all of us can be a part of it, but the working class has to unite against the one and only enemy we have, and that is those who are the ruling class. Our enemies should never be based on race, should never be based on religion, should never be based on any of that stuff. The only enemy that 99% of us have is the billionaire class who are doing weird shit on islands, who are killing people, who are doing the worst stuff. And they're getting away with it because they are so rich and they have outmaneuvered democratic systems and lawful systems because they have so much money. That ain't right, and it's gotta change. I love y'all. One world, one people. Peace.